Hey, real estate fans, welcome back to Southern Oregon's Market Statistic Podcast. I'm Alice Lema. I'm a broker at John L. Scott Real Estate. And let's start with Jackson County. This is for the week ending March 17th, 2025. Jackson County prices year over year were up this week 15%. The average residential home in Jackson County costed $517,735 this week. The numbers sold year over year were up 17%. We had 40 closings on SOMLS in Jackson County residential market. Number of listings year over year this week were up 1%, basically neutral. There were 675 active listings on SOMLS this week in Jackson County. We did have 2 foreclosures closed this week, one for $395,000 on Delta Waters in East Medford, and it was cash. And the other one was closed at $850,000. It was on Fallbrook in East Medford, and it was 3,700 square feet on a half acre. And the buyer used a conventional mortgage for that purchase. We had 0 short sales closed this week. We did have 2 separate $1 million plus sales in Jackson County. First one was $1 million on Pioneer Road in Southwest Medford. And the second one was for $1.4 million. That was on Croson Road in Ashland. Congratulations to them. Josephine County prices year over year were down 3% this week. The average residential home in Josephine County costing $393,797. The number of sold year over year were down 6%. In Josephine County, we only had 15 closings on SOMLS in Josephine County's residential market. Number of listings year over year was up 15% this week in Josephine County. We now have 344 active listings on Josephine County in the SOMLS residential market. We had 0 foreclosures in Josephine County this week, 0 short sales, and 0 residential $1 million closings in Josephine County. Klamath County prices this week were up 9% year over year. The average in Klamath County was $359,467. The numbers sold year over year were down 7%. We had 12 closings on SOMLS in Klamath County's residential market. Number of listings year over year went up 20% in Klamath County. We had 272 active listings on SOMLS in Klamath County residential market. We had 0 foreclosures, 0 short sales, and $0 million residential closings for Klamath County this week. So what does this all mean? So we have a little bit of variety county to county this week, and that's actually more common than what we've been having. We've been having some very distinctive trends especially in the listing inventory increases from all 3 counties week to week. And that was showing a definite trend for Southern Oregon to have more inventory. And that's also what we've been experiencing in the field with buyers. So going back to the prices, because I know that's what everybody's interested in, the prices are really kind of all over the board. Jackson County and Klamath County are seeing increases this week year over year, but Josephine County is not. Then the number of solds are a little bit all over the place. Jackson County had a double-digit increase, and Klamath County and Josephine County were down in their number of solds year over year. So the market is continuing to bottom, and we're seeing, slight variations week to week. We'll track those to see if they do become trends, but right now they're micro movements. But this idea of the bottom of the bottoming process being extended is what we did our podcast on. So if you want to go jump on that and get more detail about what we're calling the long bottom and how both buyers and sellers can take advantage of that, look for our podcast this week. But as far as the statistics go, we're still holding steady. We're seeing some price increases week to week in different counties. So we don't look for very much of a decline. You know, we've had a decline in our Southern Oregon housing market, but it's not been very much in real estate terms. You know, we're not having a crash. It's just the interest rates are being left up between that 6.5 and 7. And when the Federal Reserve does that, then the prices have to adjust. So the prices are continuing to adjust, but they're adjusting in smaller increments now. And that's what makes us think we have a longer bottom. So that's our market statistics for Southern Oregon for this week. Give me a call, give me a text, 541-301-7980, 541-301-7980. I want to be your agent. Give me a call, give me a text. I'm a great buyer's agent, great listing agent, really good with rural properties, waterfront investments. I'm an investor myself. So give me a call, give me a text, and let's talk about what we're going to do with your real estate life next. Have a great weekend. Bye now.